Hey guys, Sebastian here, and today I'm going to be giving a bit of a tutorial on photo editing, some basic photo editing, and more specifically, how to resize our photographs and images so that they're optimized for our website, whether we are making a blog post or putting them on a web page so that they're not clogging up our website, taking up too much space and slowing things down. Now, I have been using something called GIMP, the GNU Image Manipulation Program, for a few years, and that's kind of like a free Photoshop, but it's a little bit for the advanced. And what I'm going to be focusing on this tutorial is something that I came across for a friend, and it's a more basic photo editing free online application that I really love. And I found there's a few reasons why I love it. So I'm going to go down here in the corner. So gimp.org is where you're going to find that free download of the Photoshop-like app program. I'm going to close that up because what we're going to be looking at today is befunky.com. And I'm going to go over here. This is the home page we're looking at right now. I'm going to go to the photo editor. Now, the first time that you do that, if your Flash is not enabled, it's going to ask you to do that, and go ahead and do that, but I've already done it, so we're going to go straight through to the photo editor, and this is what it should look like. So I'm going to find an image that's, by pressing the upload button here, that's already on the computer. This is Beata's computer I'm using, so I think the image I'm looking for is on the desktop. Let's have a look. Yeah, so I'm going to select this one. Now, a tutorial that I did yesterday regarding how to put a video onto a background image on a web page. This is the image I used, and I'm going to go through the steps that I did to enhance this image and make it a good background image for that particular thing that I wanted to do. So let's have a look at the size first of this image. So it's 4,000 pixels wide, and it's quite wide for a background image even that covers the whole width of your web page. I personally go for 2,000 pixels wide for a background image on a web page. You want to do your own due diligence in a bit of research of what you think is good for you. I use 2,000, but I'm going to crop this image first. So let's go out of there. I'm going to use the crop tool. Got a little bit of black in this corner I don't want to have, so I'm going to cut that off, go down here, and then bring this side in and tick. Right, so this image is now 2,834 pixels wide. I'm going to change that, like I said, to 2,000 pixels. I'm going to accept that. So this image is now 2,000 pixels wide. For me, it's a good width for a background image that covers the whole width of the web page. Now, a couple of the other effects that I want to highlight here. You do have a premium option on this befunky.com, but the free version is pretty good as far as I can see. So auto enhancing tool. Now, auto enhancing, you can see this image is popped. It's vibrant, it's colorful, and just using this simple tool can really help for your images to bring out your images on your web page. I'm not going to use it for this particular image because because it's going to be a background image, I want to actually reduce the color, the saturation. So another effect which I'm going to use today is called a blur. And I'm just going to notch that up a little bit just to enhance the blur effect so that it's a good behind the video background image. And another one I'd like to show you guys, just in case you may not know what it means, it can be a little useful here. It's called vignette tool, and that is kind of the edge around the image. I've chosen darken in this case. I'm going to pop it up to 100 so that you can see what's happened there. A dark edge has come around. You can lighten it, hard light, and lighten the effect. I'm going to use the darken tool and just notch that up a little bit. Accept that, and the final thing I'm going to use is the color tool here. Like I said, the saturation, we put it up to 100, it's very vibrant. We take it down to 0 or minus, and it's gone to a black and white image. I'm going to set it about here, 17, and accept that. So we have our image that we want as our background image, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how to save and talk you through a couple of options with this. So I'm going to select this as the Hayfield Field 1, and you can see here the file size. I love this this program, the Be Funky, because it shows you the file size, and it's really helpful here because for personally, it's a choice that you've got to make for yourself, but I like to hit around 100 kilobytes. So I'll take it down to 70. It's just a little bit above. That's fine for me. If it was an image that I wanted to really stand out, be very crisp, I may save that as 100%. But as it's a background image, I'm going to go for that. Now, the two key things to note here are JPEG format or PNG format. And if I press the PNG format, the file ending, the file size, as you can see, has jumped up to 2.6 megabytes. That's a huge file size, and I personally don't wish to use that for this image. Now, where a PNG file format is going to be really useful is in any images where you have text, particularly some smaller images that are your logo images, because you want your text to be really crisp and clear as possible. So I would advise going for a PNG file format with those. But let's go ahead and save that, and it comes out with a pop-up of where you want to save the image. I'll save it back to the desktop, and that image has now been, let's close that. That image has now been edited and saved, and it's a much smaller file size. Let's go and have a look at the original file size. Hayfield, a minute guys to find this file. Right, it's up here. I'm going to have a look at the original file size. I've got to float me around. Here we go. The original file size was 17.4 megabytes, and I think we saved it here for 104 kilobytes, 104, 108 kilobytes. So I'll enlarge me here. Hi guys, so that's everything I wanted to show you in this tutorial. It's really going to be beneficial for you as you're building out your blog, as you're building your website, to implement this strategy of adjusting your images to and optimizing your images and enhancing your images to the optimum size, so that you're not clogging up your site with large file sizes and slowing your site down. And that's it. That's what I wanted to show you guys today. I hope it was clear for you. Please reach out to me if you have any questions about anything. I'd be happy to receive them and get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And I wish you guys all the very best, and I'll see you in another video very, very soon. All right. Bye, guys.